So I've been trying my hand at knives lately, and this is, if you count all the ones I screwed up, let's not count those. I've made a couple of tool knives, little bitty carving knives. We're not counting those either, although those turned out pretty good. So far I've made three knives. This is the latest one. This one is my favorite so far. Of course, I wanted to do a wood sheath, so I looked up some YouTube videos, found a couple. The one that stuck out was by a guy named Jonathan Katz Moses, something like that. Real smart guy, and he did this string thing with wax string for some chef's knives, and so I had some leather cordage laying around, and I also had these little skulls that I bought last year to deck out my cowboy hat, which I really should be wearing right now. Anyways, it just adds some really sick ornamental value to it, and the strings are so you can carry it around, throw it in your backpack or whatever, and the knife don't come out. So the handle and the sheath were both made out of the same Osage orange log that I picked up right next to a railroad, and of course they make railroad ties out of it. But look at that yellow. I haven't done anything to this except for sand it. I didn't put anything on it, no stain, no lacquer, no polyurethane, linseed oil, nothing. And I don't think I'm going to either, because that is pretty nice. And that Osage orange, I mean, it lasts forever. That's why they make railroad ties out of it. Here's the knife. That sucker right there is pretty bad. So it's mystery steel is what picked it up, and there's video after video urging you not to use mystery steel because you don't know how to heat treat it. So what I did, since it's all I had, and I couldn't necessarily go down to Home Depot and get a stick of 1080 necessarily, or a O2 tool steel or nothing like that. I wish I could. So I used what I had. And what I did, I cut a couple pieces up and I heat treated them both. Did 3 different pieces. Didn't heat treat one, and it bit pretty easily with the hammer. Heat treated the other 2 pieces, quenched one in water, one in oil. Both of them hardened up pretty good. The one in water hardened up a little better, and this was after tempering. The one in water actually held up pretty good. I made the first one I made was this guy, and that is ironwood handle with brass pommel and guard, brass pins. That's a mean sucker. I can sit there and, this thing is a freaking cleaver on steroids. One clean chop will chop right through a dang tree limb. I've done it, and it holds its edge nice. But I quenched this one in oil, and for all intents and purposes, it's hard, and it's doing, like I say, I can go out there and give it hell in the backyard and come in and I don't even have to sharpen it. Now I have, because obviously, after too much use with any knife, you'll have to sharpen it. This one here was quenched in water, and I was worried that I screwed it up when I was normalizing it. My dumb butt come inside, started watching YouTube videos where it was in the forge. An idiot. I guess I caught it just in time, but that's what these marks are right there. It's from that, and it blistered up, and I thought for sure it was toast. Well, I went ahead and finished it up anyways, and surprisingly enough, this one holds an edge. Not as good as this one, but I'm sure it's because I overheated it. Because like I said, whenever I tested the 2 pieces, one in water and one in oil, the one in water held up best. So it's got to be, although it did add some pretty cool blistering is all I know to call it, but and this one here, I went out and did the same thing with this one. I go and cut down a tree limb, and I had to come back in and sharpen it. Now it wasn't all galled and, you know, messed off past no return. You know, I mean, it took, you know, 10 seconds on a oil stone, and she was sharp again. So, you know, the guy that it's going to, that's all he's going to want, all he's going to need, and I'll let him know that he, you know, he can't go, you know, chopping up concrete with it or nothing. But yeah, this here, and I'm still making boxes. I'm just kind of taking a little hiatus. I really like the string that holds this on. So thank you, Cats Moses. But I'm not a YouTube star, don't aim to be, so I'm not going to be posting any links in the description. You don't have to like or subscribe or nothing like that. So, just want to show you guys. It's a mean son of a gun. This one's a little bit meaner.